Hello, so I am a film major at Ringling College of Art and Design, and I made a video a few months back, I think, that was all about what Ringling academics were like, and I got a few requests to do another video. What I'm gonna talk about are just some frequently asked questions, I guess. Most of these are coming from a comment I received on the other video from Ari M. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So let's just get right into it. First, I'm gonna talk about clubs. I'm only in one club, which is Cosplay Club. It's probably one of the best clubs on campus. Actually, last year was our first year of the club and we got voted best club at Ringling. It's a really fun club if you're into cosplay, and we do a lot of really cool activities. We go to conventions and work on cosplay and watch anime a lot of the time, and it's a really fun club. Some of the other clubs that we have, I don't know a lot about them, but I know we have a Quidditch club, we have Illust, which is an illustration club, a game design club, we have a typography club, an a cappella club, tea club, we have a bonsai club, we have a gardening club. We have so many clubs. But there's like a club day if you come to Ringling, and all the clubs set up a little table and you can like ask about all the different clubs. But if you're into cosplay, highly recommend Cosplay Club because it's so fun. Things I wish I would have known before my freshman year, that freshman year is probably gonna be your worst year. Because the first semester of freshman year for me was just, it wasn't even really related to my major. I don't know if it's the same for the other majors, but with film, we did like drawing, which I guess is kind of related, but it's just, we didn't do any film first semester, and that was like really difficult for me because I went to Ringling to do film, and we had to wait to do film, and I felt like I had been waiting all of my high school career to do film. It was like, well, I'm here now and we're not doing what I wanted to do. But then second semester it got a lot better when we actually got to do film, so I wish I knew that before my freshman year because I think it would have made it a lot easier to accept, I guess. Why did I choose film? The decision was really easy for me actually because I had decided that I wanted to do film my first year of high school. I had known for like almost 3.5, 4 years that I wanted to do film. So it really wasn't a very big decision for me. I've always really loved film and I love making films, and I always loved telling stories, so picking Ringling was a lot easier for me because their film department focuses on story where a lot of film departments don't as much. Basically that's kind of the reason that I went to Ringling for film. And there's my cat. What do you think makes Ringling unique? Well, Ringling is kind of unique in that it's a really small school, which a lot of other schools are not. I think it's a very nice thing because you have a lot smaller classes and it's more individualized. What I change about the college, this has to go along with one of the other things that I've said many times before. I wish that we got right into film at the beginning, right into my major, because I felt like a lot of the classes that I basically took in high school because I took a lot of art classes and computer art related classes in high school, and then I had to do them again in college basically for the first semester, so I wasn't really into that. How large were your classes at the beginning of freshman year? At the beginning of freshman year, most of my classes had probably around 30 students in them. I think a couple of them might have had around 50 or 60. I'm not sure, I can't remember entirely. But my classes now, for the most part, have about 14 students in them, so they're a lot smaller now. Which is really nice. Film is one of the smaller majors, so the class sizes are a little bit smaller, I guess. I'm not really sure if it's the same for the other majors. What do the students usually do on weekends? Okay, I'm not really sure entirely. I don't live on campus, and I never have, so I can't really answer that many questions about that. On weekends, I have Cosplay Club because it's on Saturday. Weekends, if you're in film, are usually spent on set because we have set on Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes on the weekdays, but mostly on the weekends. So a lot of the times we just kind of have the whole week working because we have school 5 days a week, give or take, and then we have set both days on the weekend. So it can get a little bit crazy. It's still really fun. There's also sometimes events on the weekends, all sorts of like festivals and stuff that happen during the year and all kinds of events. I haven't gone to that many of them, but we have like Fall Fest. Fall Fest is really fun. How effective is the faculty advising system? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by this. I'm not sure if you mean academic advising or just the faculty advising you on your work. Academic advising, I haven't used too much besides scheduling classes because I haven't really needed to. I'm also minoring in photography. I'm starting it this semester, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but I'm ready for it. But if you mean faculty advising by, are they like helping you on your work? It depends what teacher you have, but for the most part, I feel like they're really helpful in making your work better and giving good critiques. But it really depends on your teacher. How is the relationship between the students and the surrounding community? Okay. I'm not really sure about this question because the surrounding community is kind of strange. I think for the most part the relationship between the surrounding area and the students is good, but there's one part that's like a little bit of a rougher area. It's not really that bad. I don't know really what to say about this, honestly. If you had to select a college from the start, would you make the same choice? I think I probably would. The thing is, I wasn't really that concerned with what college I went to as long as I was at an art college because I felt like an art college would be a better environment for me. Since I wanted to do film, I did want to go to a small school, which Ringling was one of those, and it's listed on the best film schools in the country. It's like 17 now, I think, which isn't bad. I only applied to like 2 schools when I was originally applying for colleges because there was only 2 schools that I was really that interested in. If I had to like do it again, I would be completely happy with going to Ringling. I can't really say if another college would have been better for me because I don't go to another college, but I'm very happy with Ringling. So what the different people that attend the school are like. Okay, there are so many different kinds of people at Ringling. You would expect that, I guess, probably, just because they're art students, I guess. I mean, I know that's kind of a generalization, but a lot of people are very accepting of pretty much anyone. It doesn't really matter who you are. People are pretty open, especially with the film department. You are forced to make friends with like everyone in the department because you work with everyone in the department, or at least in your grade level. Have you been challenged in your coursework? Freshman year, I didn't really feel like I was very challenged in my work because I felt like I was repeating a lot of work that I had already done in high school. Second semester of freshman year, I definitely got a little bit more work, but I never really felt overwhelmed or anything like that. This year, I have felt like I've been working a lot, but I don't feel overwhelmed. I do feel like I've been challenged a little bit, but not a lot yet. I mean, being on set every single weekend was definitely challenging. I would say that was probably my biggest challenge. I know for the other majors it's a lot different, and also depending on what kind of like experience you have previously to going to Ringling, it's gonna be different. It really depends. I know especially the computer animation department is really, really intense and challenging, and people are just in the labs like all the time, and people pull all-nighters. Computer animation is definitely kind of challenging. But yeah, anyway, that's all I'm gonna answer, I guess, for this video. So I hope that helps someone. If you have any more questions, leave me a comment. I'll try to answer it for you. If you want to see another video, just ask some questions. Let me know what you want to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye. And just levitate.